Looks like we are live. Can you guys give me some feedback? Is the video okay? Should I switch off the light? No. Mr. Time Dying. I will give you a new. Probably Ermes versus Gennady is going to be left because Ermes has not yet recovered from the Alex match. This is exactly what the thumbnail says in this video, right handed or left handed. Because by now I've heard it from a couple of guys, and Mr. Time Dying, you're the third one who is telling me that this may be, in fact, a left-handed match, not right-handed, which is a really sad news. Like really sad news. I don't know what Gennady's level left-handed is, but David Dadikian was controlling Ermes Gasparini very easily in the practice pulling, and we know that Ermes Gasparini is the practice pull champ. So I don't know what to say about that. And Engin Terzi also said that in the live stream with Neil Pickup that Hermes told him that this could be a left-handed match, not right-handed. And I've also got that confirmation. I should not say confirmation. And one guy even told me out of the three that Hermes also said that in his live stream. If you have watched his Instagram live stream about 30-40 minutes long, even there he said something like that. Some Italian guy told me. So I don't really like that news, but unfortunately, it is what it is. So it looks like the match might be left handed after all, not right handed. And what can we say? Please tell me what were your predictions right handed match, and what are your predictions going to be for the left handed match if it in fact happens? Vasily 1994, Stake Kings, Gennady Koikvinia, right hand. Yeah, it still says right hand. The information is not official yet. Hi Pradeep. I hope Gennady crushes the big crybaby Hermes. We will see how good Hermes is or isn't. Carlos. Yeah, maybe if that match happens. Phoenix Gamers. Let's help him get 100 likes on this live. Thanks very much, Phoenix Gamers. 16 likes. I'm sure by the time I read the next comment, the likes number would already be up to 20. That's my guess. Left hand, no one cares about. If Hermes' right hand is pumped, the match is useless anyways. SSEN, okay. If the Hermes Gasparini's right hand is pumped, the match is useless. So he can still compete left-handed. Like I said, I don't really know the level of Gennady Koikvinia left-handed, but Hermes Gasparini did not look really good. Does he have any world championship left-handed? I know he has what 3-4 world championships. I think combining Zloty Tour wins right-handed in his weight category, of course. I'm quite shocked that the mobile data is working fine without Wi-Fi. Phoenix Gamers left-handed not interested. Okay. Hayden, thumbs up. Welcome, brother. SSEN. In other words, if Hermes right doesn't recover, the match is useless to watch. Have to move out to more important matches. And to me, that match was really the main event. I know there is John, there is Devon, so they have to call it a main event. But for me personally, the main event was Gennady versus Hermes. Way higher, should I say higher potential, but definitely more close and interesting match than the John versus Devon match, which I think is going to be a 6-0 clean sweep. Ian Klovek, looking clean, okay. Is it for me or live stream? Because I have to go to work tomorrow. I have to shave, so I shaved it right now in the night, 9 p.m., so that I can take 10 minutes of extra sleep in the morning. That's why I got late, 4 minutes late in this live stream. Lonely. Nothing changes if they do with the left. Okay, you think still the winner would be same, which I'm assuming you think is Gennady Koikvinia. Keith Thomas, welcome, brother. Afternoon, Pradeep, and greetings from Wales. Thanks for the live stream. Welcome as always, brother. Thanks for your support. Paul Italia's baby voice. Who wins in prime, Oleg or Travis? Really good match. Oleg versus Travis. I think prime Travis would beat Oleg Zok. I do think that because Travis and let's quickly just for a little bit moment shift to WAF. We know, all of us know that WAF level, World Arm Wrestling Federation, is very high. Engin Terzi swears by it. He always says that WAF is the highest competition. But even he agrees that it is not the highest competition in the super heavyweight division. Like, who won the left-handed super heavyweight division this time? Georgi Swetkov. He's the same guy. Is he from Bulgaria? I don't know the country, but he's the same guy that lost 3-0 to Travis at Moldova in 2018. Wasn't even close. So the world champion of 2021 WAF super heavyweight left-handed got absolutely smoked by Travis Bagent in 2018, and that may not be the prime Travis Bagent. So Travis Bagent's left when I don't think he's ever going to get back to even the 2018 level, but his left was crazy. So I would have to say prime Travis takes that match. Because Oleg Zok is not really fast. David versus Ermes video is cut. Ermes led to pin David without any problems. Okay, I did not see that. Arshad Khan, hey bro, how are you? Long time Ermes versus Gennady, right-handed. Yeah, Arshad bhai, long time because I'm getting kind of lazy. I shifted my house. That's the excuse that I'm going to give you. And Ermes versus Gennady right hand may not be right-handed. I think it can be left-handed. I'm not sure. Rahul S. Oleg Zok versus Sasho Andreev. Whom you got? That is a good match. Left-handed. Left-handed. Sasho Andreev may still get Oleg Zok, but it won't be long by the time Oleg starts beating the heavyweights or heavier weight athletes again. Like, I think it is already enough bullying of the 80 kilo guys by Oleg Zok. He should stop bullying the guys in the 80 kilos division and start bullying the guys in 90 kilo division. That is what I think. But Oleg Zok, when he gets to that path again, I think he got Sasha Andreev easy, but maybe not right now. Maybe not. But definitely 80 kilos, number one for sure. Even 85 kilos, I think he could be number one. 90, it could be really close. I would give slight edge to Sasha Andreev just for a few months. Came here to say RVJ sucks. YouTube censoring comments. Okay. Kind of agree with you. SG Records. Have you seen my prediction of this match, Ermes versus Gennady? I think I did watch that. Yes, you predicted, as far as I remember, Roman from SG Records. Thanks for being the member. First of all, as far as I remember, I think you predicted Gennady winning in a close match, and you won't be surprised if Hermes takes a 1 or 2 pins of Gennady. That's what I remember you saying. Fenry S. What is it I hear about Gennady's wrist being injured? So you must have seen all of the matches that he lost in 2018 or even 17. His wrist got compromised really easy. Alex Cordecha wasn't really the Alex Cordecha of now in 2018, and yet he was able to beat Hermes very easily, take his wrist. Dave Chaffee was able to take his wrist easily, and that is how he's been losing. And this all comes from Levan Saginashvili's comment. He said that Hermes Gasparini's wrist is not recovered, but Roman told me that something was lost in the translation. They did not mean wrist, they meant something in the arm. Not sure. Maybe Roman can explain. I think I missed one comment, just one comments. Nothing changes, in other words. Who wins prime? Hey bro. No, I think I read every comment. No need. Probably Gennady wins, but it won't be as easy as for Kordecha. It will be a 4-2. Yes, maybe. I definitely think this is going to be a close match, and I definitely think that Ermes Gasparini will take Gennady's wrist for sure, no doubt about that. But will he be able to press through, or will he be stuck like that, trying to move his arm but couldn't? That's the doubtful thing. Why don't you grow the beard? Because the organization where I work requires me to shave almost every day. Good morning from Nova Scotia, Canada. Rivdag, welcome, brother. You have been a supporter of my channel for a very long time. I definitely know that, and I thank you for that. The French Reaper, thanks for the news about Hermes' hand. Okay, French Reaper. YouTube censoring comments. Did YouTube censor your comment? No, you retracted it yourself. Yeah, you. Ian Klovac. So you were saying that I am looking clean. Okay, thank you very much. As I told you, I just shaved. Brazing. I really like to keep a beard. That's a fact, but I can't. SSEN. And I have a good beard. I was once talking with my family that I could possibly, if I were not in this job, I could possibly get a beard sponsor like Michael Todd. I can grow it like really good beard. Fenry S. What do you think WAF competitors found a way to get passed through doping test? I am not qualified to speak on this, so I'll have to pass this question. I don't know. I have no idea. $5 super chat from the photo. I can recognize it is Carolyn Looms. Yes. Can't wait to see John win the stakings bet at King of the Table to go the classy god. Thank you very much for your support, Carolyn. Much appreciated. But I kind of have to disagree with your stakings. Actually, I have bet the other way on Devon Larrett. I have about $100 on Devon winning 6-0. And luckily till now I've only placed 3 bets and I've won all of them, because I kind of pick and choose the matches I want to bet on. Like Caroline, I think I know that you bet almost on all of matches, or many matches at least, I could say. But I bet on very few matches, unless, because I don't have much money to lose. For like $100 may not be a lot for you. Pabnaful Mohammed, brother, I can see your super chat. I'll get it to in a minute. So like $100 for me is a lot. Like it is a house rent for a month, plus electricity, plus fuel, or as you guys call it, gas. These three can get covered in $100 for me in 1 month. So I have to choose my bets carefully. And Caroline, I think I have chosen my bet carefully on Devon Larrett. And the reason for that is I don't, I cannot see a way how John Brezink is going to beat Devon Larrett. Like all of the guys are saying that John Brezink is just practicing against the other guys. That is why he's catching them, so that he can get a workout out of them. But I don't agree with that. John Brezink has said many times that the key element to beat Devon for him is speed. And how am I supposed to believe that someone who needs speed to beat Devon is practicing catching? Doesn't it sound weird? Shouldn't he practice hitting off the go very fast in the tournament matches? And I haven't seen, like a couple of guys in the Utah tournament 5 6 months ago. John was able to hit on them, but they were not really high level. All the other matches, John is catching, and as I've said 2 3 times, I won't be surprised if Devon matches John's speed in center, and John is not one bit faster than Devon in this match. So that sums up to Devon easily being able to slip. Round one, I'm not saying that round one Devon will be able to control his hand, but he will be able to slip very easily. And in 2015, John was not able to beat Devon when Devon had the buckle, and when Devon was cutting from 243 pounds to 225 pounds. So Devon is much bigger now, and I know John is also bigger, but John was near 240 pounds then, and right now he's 250, so only 10 pounds gain. And Devon is from 242 to 275 something, so big difference. But thank you again for the super chat. Let's get to Muhammad, my brother, super chat. Where is he? Hey Pradeep, it's Muhammad, just giving a shout out. Very nice haircut, by the way. I got a haircut too today. Same reason. Have to go to job tomorrow. John Brezink will be victorious, I believe. Sorry, I had to change my opinion. Keep up the good work, bro. Thank you very much. You have been, like, I would say, apart from maybe possibly Stacy Morgan, you have been the biggest supporter of the channel. Thank you very much, brother. But I'm still kind of confused. Why did you change your opinion? I still cannot believe it is you. I think somebody forced you to change your opinion. Maybe you thought that you said too much against John Brezink and you shouldn't have, but something is wrong here. And I would have to say, this is not the truth. You do not believe that John Brezing is going to win this match. Mohammed, I sent you a personal message. If you don't want to say anything here, you can type me. You can message me on Facebook. But I don't think this is your opinion, your honest opinion. Did you type honest anywhere? Just giving a shout out. Okay, sorry, I had to change my opinion. No, you did not say honest, so it is not your honest opinion. Just kidding, just kidding. SSEN Brazink won't. Okay, not SSEN. I have to go up to other chats before that. How can I forget that? Did you watch Larry's video in Kerala? Yes, yes. And a lot of people were commenting. I kind of start to read the comments first. So I was reading and everyone was typing, if you can drive in India, you qualify to drive anywhere in the world. You can drive anywhere in the world. And I'm like, why is everyone talking about driving in India in this video? Then I watched the full video, and Larry towards the end kind of talked about driving like it is very nasty, very kind of difficult. I think he did not say the word difficult, but he meant something like that. And yes, it is kind of difficult. That is why everyone, and great video, great video. Like if that video started, you started watching that video without title from somewhere in between, you wouldn't be able to tell it is a Larry Wheels video or a Adam Silver edit. But it was awesome. 95 guys in the house, that's really awesome. Sorry, I forgot to chat. I had only 1 GB data left, so I can see. I should have. How many data I have left? Oh, it is not taking much of my data. I'm good to go. Good to go. Yes, I did watch, and it was the good video. Personally, it was about India, my country, so obviously I'm going to like it. Good video. That kid, the 70 kg kid, looked kind of okay to me. Everyone was saying that he's like really strong, crazy strong. Why? Because he beat Adam Silver. Doesn't impress me that much. Not saying that I can beat Adam Silver. Maybe, just maybe. Left-handed, I could. What? Left-handed, I could give him something. Just maybe something. Maybe bottom eight Adam Silver versus Pradeep Singh, or Adam Silver, Pradeep Singh, Aussie arm wrestler, and one more guy. Who is the one more guy that can fit in this, in the fatal four way? Adam Silver will be the favorite in all, in at least in three of us: Aussie, me, and Adam. I have to say that. But with a couple of months of training, I think I can get Adam Silver's. Definitely top roll. Not going to go inside a hook with him. Can you hear the dog crying? Okay, what about Irakli versus Ermes? I think Ermes would beat him. Ermes is way too big for Irakli, at least 20-25 kilos difference. Irakli and Ermes are similar. YouTube censoring comments. I don't think so. Irakli, although he does the like, I would say he could be number one pound for pound in strict curls. He could be number one in the world for sure. Like I cannot imagine anyone below 100 kilos, strict curling 100 kilos. But still, he's not a primarily hook puller or bicep puller. He is a top roller, and Hermes is also a top roller, and he isn't much taller than Hermes. I would assume they're equal, kind of equal in height. Maybe Irakli is 1 inch taller. I don't see Irakli going over top of Hermes' hand. Keith Thomas, it is nice to watch a live stream without anybody trying to sell beef jerky or other awesome stuff, other stuff. Many thanks. Thank you very much, Keith Thomas. YouTube censoring comments. Lol. What did he say? Okay, similar. So you don't. RVJ is a joke. James Hilton. SG Records. Yes, indeed. Okay, that's what your prediction was. What's up, gentlemen? Chanshaw in the house. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Glad the link worked. I sent the link to this live stream to no, I did not send it to SG Records. He's always in the chat. I sent it to Chanshaw. I sent it to Carolyn Looms too, I think, and Mohammed. These are the three guys that I can remember. And Chanshaw, I would just watch the Jerry Cadret and Paul Italia video. Jerry was going really hard at you. But that was entertaining video for me at least. I predicted Gennady to win this time, yes. The Chanshaw, James Hilton. Thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up, guys. 48. Let's get it to 50. The try hard Chanshaw, Paul Italia's baby voice. Chanshaw deleted something. What's up, James? Okay. GTSY. What? I don't know the full form of that. Good to see you. Okay. Maybe I can guess. Paul Italia's baby voice. Chance, you did not go to Dubai and feel things with Larry. He was beating you. You have to be strong enough to keep his wrist straight. Okay. Paul Italia going hard. Hermes will crush Gennady. Possibly, maybe not. Levan Saginash will his kidney. I hope you're healthy, brother. I hope you're healthy. Papuna official. Is there any news about Michael Todd Worms? Papuna official, you also mentioned that in the comment section of one of my videos, but I did not get to see any update on that. I don't know what you're talking about. Brazink won't have anything for Devon SSN. Okay, James Hilton. I so want John to win, but Devon is too big and too damn strong. Agreed. Caroline Looms. I bet 150 on Uncle John only. Okay, maybe I watched that thing many times. That is why I thought I won't bet again on arm bet. I'll just send Uncle John cash for his trip instead next time. Good. And I said that in my last live stream also. I have been promoting arm bet since now, hoping, just hoping that Devon is looking for a better alternative than stakings, because stakings, why would I bet my $100 to get $135 back in my account, or maybe $132 after all the deductions? That is what I got last time when I bet $100 on Schoolboy against Larry Wheels. So it is not a really good platform. Instead, you can have odds. Like I bet on odds are good, but if you are betting on shutout stakes, your guy only needs to win, the other guy only needs to win one round, and your guy needs to win all the six or now four rounds to say, and still you are getting like 35% extra. Not really lucrative. That these type of things promote people betting among each other. Like we have always seen people saying that why bet on stakings, let's just bet between the two of us. So this should not happen. Like even against, even Levan versus Dave Chaffee. So even if Dave Chaffee won, you would have get 135 in your account for the $100 that you have bet. Not really a good thing. Everyone says Devon is too big, but Devon is like 270 and John is 250. Chanshaw, as I said, in 2015 match, John was around 240, so 240 to 250. Devon was around 240, 242, so 242 to 272, 30-pound gain, and John Brezink only 10-pound gain. I think that's what people mean, or that's what I would try to explain. That's how I would try to explain myself when I say that statement, because I have said that. Barrett Voiler. I think Matt Mask would have a way better showing versus Hermes if it wasn't for the harsh travel Mask endured. This fact lowers Hermes in the rankings. Yes, and people forgot that. Who mentioned that? Who? Derek Smith mentioned that. Like Matt Mask is not a top tier arm wrestler. Like he's not a top 10 in the world. Maybe not even top 15. And Hermes beating him, or maybe even losing to him, 4 pins. What does that tell about Hermes? So that was clearly telling that he could not be top 5 in the world, but we, including me, we all forgot that. Salty Matt. He said he was trying not to injure himself by hitting too much, I thought. But that's about the last practice. Maybe you're talking about John Brezink. That 20 pounds is enough. Okay, Brezink needs to have. Sorry, I cannot take read all of the names because of time. Brezink needs to have speed. That's what he had in 2015. He even started earlier than the go in the second round. Yeah, John Devon tried to show it in slow motion. Pradeep, do you also compete in arm wrestling? Yes, I would when I can get leave from my work, and I do when I can get leave from my work. Although 3 times that I have competed in tournaments, two national and one local tournament, that has always been when I'm on leave. Right now I'm in West Bengal state, and there is like on arm bed there is no arm wrestler in the 200-kilometer radius within me. So you can imagine my condition. Pradeep, with that thick Indian beard stubble, he will have a beard by lunchtime tomorrow. Christian, maybe Andre Davis. Brockton dog. Okay, what is that? Gennady will smoke Hermes. Devon versus John is 50-50. Hard to predict. Devon Laird. MJA Hakim. High chance shot. Devon is overrated. What we will find out next week is that Monster Michael Todd was having a nervous breakdown in King of the Table 1. Maybe that is the case. Like right now, Michael Todd is not the Michael Todd of 2018, like who was climbing over Dave Chaffee's hand really easy. And it is not the same Michael Todd. So did Devon really beat the strongest version of Michael Todd? Maybe not. If that is the case, Michael was not as strong as he was before, then John versus Devon could still be interesting. What's up, Steve Chanshaw? Okay, Zoloev, would dad move Leret? No, I don't. think Zoloev can beat Lariat, Andre Davis. Like the live stream now, guys, because Devon has a very long live. He would easily top roll Zoloev. Devon will win. Devon win 100%. Pradeep is too logical thinking. That's why he can't accept that John is going to win. Yes, maybe he's just different than what he's gonna shock everyone versus Devon. Okay. I won't feel bad even though I've bet my money on Devon. The only reason, maybe I will feel bad because something I just got reminded by myself. I will feel bad if John wins this match because what does that say about the current level of arm wrestling? And I've been the one who is saying that currently the level of arm wrestling has upped, has evolved, or has progressed compared to 20, 30 years ago. John beating Devon right now in Devon's prime form, what does that say about the current level of arm wrestling? That would be really shocking, man, disastrous. And I don't want to face that reality. I'm not brave enough. That Zoloev guy is a beast. Saw him at WAF Worlds. He smacked Makarov again. Oh, now you are talking about Alan Zoloev, 75 kilos, Zoloev's younger brother. Beast, definitely a beast. He beat him three times, I guess, or two times. Angin said that he beat him three times. Why do you think he was having a nervous breakdown? I don't know. I have no idea about that. Gary Roberts. Why did you type Gary Roberts Fahrenheit? Is he there? No, he isn't there. Patrick Harris. Why do you think he's having a nervous breakdown? Don't know. Edgar Ellerman. Welcome, brother. Thanks for your support again. Watch Devon versus Chafee is still believe in Devon's super strength. That was a little bit before. And Dave Chafee versus, like, you are talking about Dave Chafee against Levan. I think you have that thing in mind. Only Levan can do that to Dave Chafee. And Devon still beat Dave Chafee no matter how ugly it looked. And we have to believe that Devon is a little bit stronger than what he was against Dave Chafee in 2019. I don't believe in Devon's super strength, man. When did I say something like that? Like, if you ask me for a Devon Lett versus Levan Saginashvili match, I would bet everything on Levan Saginashvili in that match. I'm not saying Devon anything about Devon's super strength. I'm just saying Devon is stronger and at this point in his career, better than John Brezink. Chanshaw, according to Irakli, Hermes has way too much for him. Okay, that's what Levan told me. Makes sense, Chanshaw. Edgar Allan, Patrick Harris, because of his demeanor, okay, during aftermath. Devon, number one arm wrestler. Okay, thanks, Chance. First I've heard of that. I'll have to rewatch. Lachlan versus Oleg Zok, left-handed. I don't know about Lachlan's left hand right now. Maybe could be close, but if Lachlan's left is at the level of his right hand, same level, then right now Lachlan would beat Oleg Zok. But again, like I said earlier, not for a very long time. Oleg is like on that trajectory once again. Did Levan say he would be back in Dubai to support Gennady? I don't think he's going to be there. Why would he be there again? Alex versus Vitali. Alex Kordach versus Vitali. Going to be a great match, and it is going to happen next year. I think it will be the match in second stage of top 8. Vitali versus Alex, okay. Chance, were you just messing with Larry, or would you let Chance Shaw answer that? He has already answered that. What time is match starting? What match? 11. Thof. Subscribe to my channel and I will leave that the screenshot or time remaining in the what community post about 24 hours before the match. Subscribe to the channel. 102 live. That is just amazing, unbelievable. 61 likes, guys. Please take it to. Can you please take it to 70 likes? And can you please subscribe to the channel if any chance you haven't subscribed yet? 7615 subscribers. Let's see if that number goes up by a couple of digits. I'll be really happy if it does. I heard Devon is going to meet up with Kordecha while he's in Canada. Are we going to see a practice pull? Don't you think so? Don't think so. Okay, don't think so. No, I think so. I definitely think they are going to practice pull. And if the John match is kind of easy for Devon, he will be fresh too. When Devon gets back to his country, Canada, Devon, because Devon and John both are already by this time either in air, just about to land, or maybe already landed in Canada. I haven't checked Devon's Instagram yet. Sorry, not in Canada, in Dubai. Maybe both of them are already there. So when Devon comes back from the match, they're definitely going to have a practice pool. And I don't think Devon is going to have anything for Alex Cordecha in the practice pool. You do personally want steroids in arm wrestling, Jonathan? I think, yeah, professional in professional leagues it should be allowed because it kind of takes the level of arm wrestling above, because the newer audience, the fresher guys, they don't really like to see only one subscriber increased. They don't really like to see, like, someone told, even in arm wrestling, like, would read would Cody Merritt attract? Not saying that Cody Merritt is natural, he's definitely not natural, but I'm just talking physique wise. If Cody Merritt and the other guy would be what, Dimitri Trubin, Levan Saginashvili, who is going to attract more new viewers? Like Cody Merritt, the top three arm wrestlers, non-human edition, Levan with the gorilla. I think you remember that thumbnail. These are the type of guys that draw more attention, newer eyes to our sport. And banning steroids would limit. It will still be at its original level where it should be, but it would limit the level of our sport. And I don't want that. Akash Chopra in the house. Another guy I sent the link to. Thank you very much, brother. So yes, I don't mind, but strictly if you are on anything and you're competing in WAF or tournaments like that, that is just not right. Christian, Chanshaw, you think you can beat Larry coming off the couch, or would you need prep? I think Chanch would need prep. I personally think that. Okay, brother, thanks for the answering. Would be awesome if you went. Okay. Brazil doesn't need speed. Devon likes to catch after the go as well. I whatever. Hi guys. No, I still think that he would need speed, even if Devon catches. Like, what do you think? If the other guy is slower, Devon would still intentionally go that way? I don't think so. Soumya Gnedi. Hi guys. Hello, brother. Well done in the Florida tournament, Chance, left and right. Congratulations, Chanshaw. What is the point of the upcoming match with John Brezink when everybody already knows that he will be defeated by Larrett 6-0? Point is popularity, the number of eyes they are going to draw, legacy. Devon, we are only talking about super matches here. Devon won the first one in 2008 and John won the second one in 2015, so third match. Devon already settled his score against Michael Todd. Now it is time for him to settle his score against John as well. Devon did beat Michael Todd, a strong version too. Otherwise, we'll just keep giving excuses all the time. Thank you, Bernard. Okay. What about Cyplenkov? Is he coming back? Somebody messaged me today. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. And he said that in one of the interviews, maybe with Kirill Serichev, he said that Dennis he said that he's only about 30 to 40% of his former self. That is what that guy told me. And he's not really confident in his strength. And like he, even against Kirill, his wrist was going slightly back. He was able to hold him, but his wrist was going back. And even against David Dadikian, he is able to eventually bring him back always, but his wrist goes back. Dennis said he's only 40% of his former self. Dennis did say that he's going to announce something in January, and after that, he's going to look forward to competing. So we have to believe, yes, maybe he will come back. There's no point of the match, but if John wants to challenge you, they can't say no. Yeah, that is what Devon also said, that when John asks a match or tells you to have a match with him, you just say yes. There is no other option. Like, I'm just guessing, if John had offered a match to Levan, what would Levan say? Maybe yes, maybe no. But it would be really difficult for anyone to say no to a match against the GOAT. This is not Devon's prime form. Devon's prime form has passed. Hook. Devon has said that he has different strengths now, different games now. Like, Inside game, hook, arm to arm, Chanshaw, I would believe yes. But his top roll combined with the King's move, I would not say just top roll from center to winning position, but his top roll, including the defensive game, I would say it has gotten better. Maybe. Adam Silver versus Pradeep versus Gary Roberts versus Aussie arm wrestler. That could be interesting, but I would have to really train my right arm. Usually, about Aussie, I can go left-handed. With Adam too, he would also be okay with the left-handed match, because I've said this. I don't really train my. I'm connecting the charger, guys. I don't really train my right after I had shoulder surgery. No side pressure left. But with Gary Roberts, I cannot really challenge Gary left-handed. For him, it would have to be right-handed match, because Gary doesn't really arm wrestle left-handed. But that four-way makes sense. That really makes sense. I would have a really hard time. I cannot see beating any of these right-handed. Maybe left-handed I could do something in that fatal four-way. But nice suggestion. Thanks, brother. Josh. If John wins, it doesn't denigrate his level. It speaks more to what of a freak John is. Right. For accepting this match, maybe. And as I've said in my first video when this match was announced, that this is a lose-lose situation for Devon Larratt. And for some reason, some guys did not agree with this statement. And I still stand by it. Why? Because if Devon wins, what did he do? Beat a 57-year-old version of John Brezink when he got smoked by a 50-year-old version of John Brezink. So it doesn't really matter beating an old man who is just coming out of retirement. And if he loses, how the hell was he thinking about challenging Levan Sagin actually when he lost to a 57-year-old 250-pound John Brezink? So Devon is in a lose-lose situation. And trust me on this one. I'm saying this live. Devon is going to be hated if he beats John Brezink even fairly. No matter how fair he beats John Brezink, he will be hated. Like same goes with Devon. If like Cyplenkov, nobody talked about, like not really anybody talked about or abused Cyplenkov about using steroids before he beat Devon. But when he defeated Devon, like especially the English speaking countries, they were like very harsh against him. Still, even till date, when his name is bringed, people talk about Siplankov is nearly died, he's going to die in a few years, if he continues again he will die. People are just wishing for his death continuously. Same is going to, not to this level, but same kind of thing is going to happen with Devon Larratt. That is what I believe when he beats John Brezink. That happens. This thing, it is unfortunate, but it happens. Devon is already being hated by a lot of people. This wasn't the case before this John Brezink match was announced. The hate is still going up, and it will continue to go up if he beats John Brezink, no matter how. Doesn't really matter. It was when you were asking about the fourth member of your four-way with Adam, right? Edgar, Devon's rating is based on the assumption that Michael Todd is a top 10 arm wrestler. Take that assumption and there is nothing to go on. But why would you think that Michael Todd is not a top 10 arm wrestler? With his current nerve damage, I don't really know. But Michael Todd has been a top 10 arm wrestler since 2011, in my opinion. And some guys call me a Michael Todd hater. Even I would not say that he's not top 10. Maybe not right now. Maybe right now he's not top 10. Right now, I think definitely he's not top 10. With his King's move kind of gone. Devon is very different to that Devon versus Chafee. Devon is very different now, okay? Jeremy James, if there's a deficiency with the newer generation pullers, it has less to do with the strength and more to do with technique, knowledge, and timing, areas that Brezink is top notch in. Paul Italia's way. Pradeep, it's okay if you lose. We all did. Just compete. People won't hate. No, I'm ready to compete, but maybe not right-handed. Like I do not want to, like there are three anchors stitched into my shoulder, right shoulder. I do not want to detach them and let this pop out once again. I cannot do, like when I do pull-ups, I'm like this arm is very fully straight and this is like this. I cannot straighten this arm. I cannot hang with this arm. Like Looks like it will get pulled out of the socket once again. I've dislocated it, what, at least 8 9 times before the surgery. So it is very difficult for me. Very fearful. I like thinking about going all out with this arm. And shoulder surgeries, like John Brzezing said that his shoulder was better before the surgery. My shoulder was definitely way better before the surgery. And two other guys also, I've heard them say in the arm wrestling community, like shoulder surgeries never really work. Your shoulder gets worse after the surgery than what it was before the surgery. But left-handed, I will definitely compete. Why would I worry about losing? I'm going to lose to 90% of the arm wrestlers. Why would I worry about that? I would be worried if I'm in the top 10 and if I lose to a 11th guy. But if I'm 80, 91st and or 90, I lose to a 91st guy, it don't really matter, man. For night. It was when you were asking about, okay, read that. Will you be doing live stream commentary during the event? Yes, I would be doing, and I don't want Adam Silver to be coming after me, so I will not be showing you any of the footages. Maybe just the footage when they are arriving, or maybe just the audio. Kordechev would blow through Devon easier than Chafee did. When did Chafee blow through Devon? Justin B. Alex won't go hard on Devon in case he injures him before the match with Brazil. Not before the match as Ian. This is going to be after the match when Devon goes back to Canada, because Devon is already in Dubai, I guess. Chafee lost because he elbow foul trying to beat Devon's King's move. Edgar, bro, I was not expecting this from you. What are you talking about? Chafee lost because he did not want to get pinned by Devon. Like, what you call these elbow fouls? Like, he was taking his elbow that much off the back of the pad. He stood up. He refused to get pinned. That is why he fouled out himself. 3 consecutive fouls. 4 5 fouls. That much he did. So you cannot say he lost because it was because of fouls. He chose to do fouls and not to get pinned by Devon, because Devon was not pinning him. In that match, Devon was not pinning him. And the last round, the fourth round, which was Devon's third win, in that match, if you remember, Devon was shouting at Bartwood. He was saying, "Let it go, let it go, let it go." He said that 3 times. But Bart didn't listen. He fouled Chafee out. And Chafee was also trying to get fouled out. He was dragging his elbow continuously 3 4 times. But Devon said, let him do that. Let him drag his elbow as much as he want. Let it go. But it did not happen because Devon wanted to pin him. And he did not let Devon pin him. That is what happened. 102 guys live in the house. That is just amazing. Devon under the table led. Okay, agreed. He went a lot under the table in 2019, I guess. Chafee lost because no, Chafee did not. Cody Merritt just takes testosterone prescribed from the doctor, nothing else. Chanshaw, my brother, if you're still there, I don't want to say anything, but brother, do your research. Okay, Cody Merritt took more than testosterone. That is why he got busted. Cody Merritt was not just on testosterone prescribed from doctor. So please do your research and I'll send you the link if you want. But it was more than that. Why do you think he did not go to this year's WAF? I forgot the name. I'm not really good with these names. Trenbolone. Trenbolone was that guy, Sabin Bedulescu. But Cody Merritt was also on something. Devon under the table. Please like and get us to 100 likes. Seeing the 100 live viewers again is cool. Much appreciated. 119, man. This is what I said in my last live stream. Like, I am getting so many views, so much love, and so much response from the arm wrestling community only because of one reason, is that you guys can relate with me. Like, most of you, I'm assuming, I'm not saying that most of you are at my level in arm wrestling, but I would assume that it would be 50-50. Like 50% of you guys would be able to beat me, and maybe more than that, maybe 70 and 30 wouldn't be able to beat me, but still we can relate with each other. Maybe some of you guys like Chanshaw and a couple of others are very high level. I'm not talking about them specifically, but most of the guys can relate with me. That has been the key to the success of this channel, Arm Wrestling News, and I consider it success. full 7,600 subscribers and getting almost that many views on every video. Blessed. Couldn't have asked for more. Got lucky. Clerks 93, welcome brother. Kudecha versus Chafee, who you got? That could be interesting. I would have to favor Alex Cordecha in this match because I have seen Dave Chafee's wrist getting busted back. And if your wrist was ever seen getting busted back, trust me, Alex Cordecha is going to do the same. And correct me if I'm wrong, I've been wondering this thing for a very long time. I have never, not once, seen Dave Chafee win from a compromised wrist or a broken wrist or in a losing side of the table. Like, have you ever seen Dave Chafee do this or get behind his shoulder and press through? I have never seen Dave Chafee wins once he get his wrist compromised, his arm compromised to the side. Never. If you guys have seen it, please tell me. And Alex Kotecha is going to take his wrist. That is for sure. I believe that. And Dave Chafee won't be able to fight from there. So I think I'm really confident on Alex Kotecha beating Dave Chafee right now. Is Chafee knocked out of top 8? No, Chafee is knocked out of top 4. But he can still finish 5th. And that is what he will finish, I believe. Dave Chafee will be 5th. I got Kodecha against Chafee. Justin B. I got the same. I got him also. Devon is already on his way to Dubai, right? Goose score. Jeremy James deleted something. I strongly but respectfully disagree with your thoughts that arm wrestling has improved. Yeah, okay. Great thing to disagree. That is how conversations get started. The best from the past would give anyone problems. Dave Patton, Engin Terzi, Johnny Walker. So when I say Jeremy H, when I say that arm wrestling has evolved, I'm only like, it is my fault. I apologize. I forgot to clarify. I'm only talking about the super heavyweights. There is no way, I cannot see any way that arm wrestling has evolved in the lighter weights. Maybe a couple of guys can be better, but definitely not the lightweights. I'm only talking about the heavyweights, super heavyweights. These are the guys I'm talking about because they're faster and they're stronger and they're more, definitely more technical than before. Like, can you imagine in any sport a 180 or 190 kilos guy moving as swiftly, acting as swiftly on the table as Levan? 30-40 years ago, 190 kilo guys were not able to walk properly. Forget about being an athlete or a competitive athlete in a strength sport. Like strongmen, the weight progression of strongmen guys. Strongmen used to be what, 130 kilos, 35 kilos, 40 kilos tops, maybe 150. Now they are touching nearly 200 kilos. So super heavyweights. I'm only talking about the super heavyweights. Like I can see Levan beating any super heavyweight from 30 years ago. I can see him beating Cleve Dean. That is what I was talking about. John is going to surprise you all. Have some faith in the GOAT. He is confident and stronger than ever. Let's see. When is FA versus Chance match? FA Comac versus Chance Shaw match, as far as I remember, got cancelled. Chance Shaw, if you're still there, please confirm this news. I think it is cancelled. FA Comac is injured. And Hadzimurat Zoloev lost to Plemen Dimitrov. Like first time we saw Hadzimurat like shouting at the referee, shouting at his opponent because something he was not feeling well. Engin Terzi said that he wanted to win the match outside of straps because he knew that inside the straps it would hurt his elbow very much. So, and Plemen Dimitrov was not taking a grip. So even during the match, like Clement took him to that position, then he like gave it immediately. So he also injured something, but Engin Terzi asked him, "Are you okay? Will you be able to compete against John Brezink on February 12th?" And Zoloev confirmed that yes, he will be fine by then and he will be competing. Chanshaw versus FA Comac was at the same event, but this, as far as I remember, is not going to happen. Chanshaw, unfortunately, is not going to Turkey. FA Comac is injured. Or maybe some other guy was injured. I'm just confusing it with FA Comac, but I'm quite sure. Even Devon doesn't expect to win all 6 rounds. Devon has to say that he's a part of this match, but we need to remember he's also a part of Stake Kings, And being a member of Stakings, it is his responsibility to make the matches look closer. If you look closely, Devon has always done that. Like, he has always never given his prediction in any of the matches till the time the staking blocks are closed. He has many times said that he is legally not allowed to predict the matches on stakings. Right now it is his own match, so that is why he keeps on saying that I won't be surprised if John wins one round. I won't be surprised if John wins one round. That is not a win for John. It will be a win for John if he beats me. That is what he has been saying. And trust me, you will see a different side of. I know he has still said that he's going to crush John, he's going to crush Jan, but if you remember, he's used to say that earlier. Now he has completely stopped saying that. Maybe just a few times it could get out of his mouth, but he is being careful because he is also a part of stakings, and he doesn't want to upset those guys when nobody is betting on stakings. Like, when Devon is not really confident, that is when the guys bet money on John Brasink. So we have to remember Devon is a part of stakings, and he's not allowed to give his predictions. But you will see a different side of Devon once the blocks are closed. Chan Shaw Clerks, FA got injured at WAF, so my match is off. Thank you, Chan Shaw. Where was I? And he's not the worthy man to face Levan. His confidence is too weak. Okay, you're talking about Devon. Brasink was in his 50s when he beat Devon in 2015. He was exactly 50 years old, right? Oleg versus MMT. Oleg Zok versus Monster Michael Todd. You gotta be kidding me, right? Not even close. Oleg Zok left-handed and Rebecca with her two hands supporting Michael Todd, then it could be close. H star Pradeep, are you competing in arm wrestling yourself? I have answered that. I'm curious, what is your weight and the length? I'm kind of getting fat right now, 85 kilos. So that would be what in pounds if you are from US? 187 pounds maybe, and little over 5'10", 5'10 and a half. Bummer chance. Yeah, really sad. Braun Strowman versus Larry Wheels. Larry Wheels would beat Braun Strowman in arm wrestling. In wrestling, Braun Strowman would beat. And some of the guys were saying that in the fight, obviously it was fake, Braun Strowman versus Devon Laird, but some were saying that, oh, Devon, the same thing against Hafthor, or Devon would beat him in a real fight. Like, Devon is trained special forces. I know it is WWE. I know WWE is not real, but still, those guys train for wrestling. And I have no doubt that in wrestling, Braun Strowman or Adam, whatever his name is, would destroy Devon in a real fight. I have no doubt in that. And please don't quote military background in this. Fill in for FA. Who is a fill in for FA? Bresnan is too busy running away from Derek. Bresnan is running away from Derek Smith? I don't think so. He's under a contract, but right now we have seen that the contracts have been way more lenient. Those guys are allowed to compete, like Ermes Gasperini, free to compete. Levan will also be free to compete. Igor is being more lenient with his contracts. Are you dripped in your Cherubi Japes? Are you dripped on your head? Yeah. Who is that legend? $5 Canadian super chat. Niagara Slammers, thank you very much for brother. Would you consider getting into announcing at King of the Table with Neil for King of the Table 3? My short answer would be no. Not now, because I still need to work on my English. Number one, I need to work on my arm wrestling experience to be able to commentate. Like, when I get the time to analyze things, that is when everyone can make comments. But that during that time, you need to make comments at that same time, and you need a lot of experience to do that. I will not be able to do that, and I'm not delusional about anything that I can or cannot do. This is something that even if I'm invited, I would happily say that, sir, I'm not qualified enough to do that. I personally don't think that. Maybe a couple of guys can think that, but not me. So thank you very much, brother. But this could be a possibility in, say, 4 years from now. And people talk, some people get mad at my experience, like what experience do you have, what do you know about arm wrestling? And my response from now on to them would be, it hasn't been the same response before, but from now on would be like, tell me someone with just 2 3 years of experience in arm wrestling like me, and compare my knowledge with that guy, then you will see the difference. Somebody who's been following arm wrestling for 3 years, less than 3 years, 2 months, 2 years, 10 months, 12 months, compare my knowledge about arm wrestling to his knowledge about arm wrestling, and then you can see the difference. Some guys are comparing me with themselves when they have 10 12 years of experience in arm wrestling, and I think this is not fair. Compare me with someone who has 3 years in arm wrestling experience, then we can talk about experience in arm wrestling. So in a few years, great idea. Maybe I can look into that. Man, this is a great consideration. This could be a career also. Like, just I need to first. This is something like I have always said to the, like, to say something, to give your opinions, to give your comments about something, you need not to be a very high arm wrestler, high level arm wrestler yourself. I've always said that. But even I say that to commentate on such a big thing with such great guys like Neil Pickup, the godfather of arm wrestling, you need to have, you need to be able to do something on the table. So for that, I'll not have to only up my English skills and arm wrestling knowledge and also arm wrestling strength. But great idea, and I promise you, brother, someday I will get there. Thank you very much for the suggestion. Best comment, one of the best comments that I've ever got. And respectfully, no. Right now, the answer is a big no. 117 guys, 103 likes. Amazing, man. I may go for more than 1 hour today, just a few minutes, not much. I'm really enjoying it today. Bresnan has a match in 2 weeks. No, no. Andre Davis, what are you talking about? Bresnan does not have, nobody has a match in 2 weeks. Igor has openly, publicly said that there is going to be no event this year. Okay, Devon not top 10. Who these experts have in front? Who did anyone say that Devon is not top 10? I'm doing cardio at the gym, and right now stop harassing me, Chance. Roger Cunningham. What is it between you guys? Edgar deleted something. Bresnan, no, Bresnan does not have any match. I don't think Devon is top 10 anymore. So many freaks in Europe. In super match, 6 rounds, I would say he is top 10 in the world. But in tournament format, that would be doubtful. Chanshaw, cardio, are you trying to be 6'4", 154 pounds? Is he already light? With who? Jeremy James, with who? Sorry, I cannot relate. Okay, names, please. Names. Okay, top 10 guys ahead of Devon. That is what human is asking. Please help him, brother. Bro, can you compete with me? Amit Thakran. Welcome, brother. I have beaten you many times. What are you talking about? I've been beating you since you were a kid. Prudnik or who? It is, yeah, it is a myth. Prudnik or who steps up, because Prudnik had COVID. Yeah, and Prudnik's right now, especially when now when the matches are postponed, now I think that Prudnik may be able to compete. And Prudnik was looking jacked when Prudnik got on Ukraine Got Talent. I hope you guys watched that video. Prudnik was recently on Ukraine Got Talent and he was singing. I know nothing about singing, but opera is it a type of singing? But he was singing like that. So it is good to see. He was looking jacked, looking fit, looking healthy. So I think Prudnik will be back next year against Tim Bresnan. The place where King of the Table 2 will be held in looks kind of small. Strong Gym, Dubai. Why? They don't need a big place. Limited audience, still, I guess, less than 200 people, or maybe even less than 100. He's pulling Prudnik. Who the hell is Derek? Jake Valdazi. Pradeep, what's up, brother? How are you settling? Great, doing great in my new house. Mark, thanks for asking. In your new home, right? Great. Everything has been settled. My mother and father came here. They supported really well, and it was awesome. Sorry, but the fouls were on the attack. Watch again. No, I have already watched it many times. When you are doing this, sliding your elbow, going back, standing again, sliding your elbow back again, standing again. If you're doing three elbow fouls in 3 seconds in 3 rounds, nine fouls in less than 9 seconds continuously, how can you say that those were accidental and not intentional? I just cannot believe it under any condition. Todzilla blew through Devon until Devon used the illegal kings. Zolo have destroyed Todzilla. But different guys, man. You cannot relate it like that. Even I thought about it when I was saying that statement. But different guys. Top rolling Todd Hutchings would be easier than top rolling Devon Larrett. When is Derek Smith versus Tim Bresnan? Nothing is for sure yet, except the thing that there will be no PL match this year. When is Derek Smith versus Tim Bresnan? Okay, Europeans have taken huge steps forward. Kind of agree with you, Justin B. Cody has no merit now. No, why would you say that? Okay, because of the drugs. It's a good day for lifting weights. Wayne Withers arm wrestling. Welcome, brother, in the house. Wayne Withers versus Marcio Barboza, 11th of December, as far as I remember. Please tune in for that match, guys. And as soon as I get my Wi Fi connection here, I'm going to get Wayne Withers and Marcio Barboza on my show, not live, recorded. And I'll ask you for the questions. See, chance is lost. Pullers defending their brothers expected, but don't think us fans are going to eat it up. They're all juiced, not just TRT. Hey, where can I watch the live King of the Table 2? You can buy it, Anirban Paul, you can buy it from Core Sports World Core Sports World website, or you can just go to John Brizink or Devon Larrett's Instagram where they have posted that photo, and under that link, under that photo, you will find the link. And if you click on that link, it will show that it is a Devon Larrett or John Brizink fan that has bought their pay-per-view. So it gives them some kind of feedback, and possibly, I'm not sure, some cut from that to the athlete also, but I'm not sure about that. Please don't quote me. Merit took Super Droll. That was the name, Andre. That was the name that I was talking about. I forgot that. I was thinking about Trenbolone, but Trenbolone is what got Sabin busted. I can pin my 22-month-old toddler any day, anytime. Mark, you're great. Probably I was dripped on my hand. Thanks for your sympathy. Illegal Kings move, what's that? And you think Zolo beats Devon? Laughing my ass off. Dropped. Okay. I was thinking, what is this dripped thing? Maybe I don't understand your high level communication. You're exactly correct. Very relatable, and you have a very realistic opinion on things. Am I that far behind on the chat? Please, guys, please, if you can, if you would stop posting new comments, maybe I can get caught up with the comments. It is getting really difficult. I'll end this stream about 1 hour 15 minutes. So please help me get to the chats as soon as possible. Hopefully there is a bit after pull session in Dubai. Can't believe to see Devon after pull with Ermes or Gennady. After pulling would be amazing. Like after pulling videos would get hundreds of thousands of views on Larry's or Devon's or whatever channel these are on. Travis Bagent took his wrist in WL 2015 and Chafee came back to win. Yes, I remember the match you are saying, but he took his wrist there, like on Chafee's winning side, kind of. I was talking about like losing it here or this side. But thanks for the reminder. My my 22-month-old fell head first from a crib onto the tiled floor around 3.5 foot drop. He's fine. That's sad, brother. Love the show, my friend. It is the best arm wrestling channel on YouTube. Thank you. The Kad no, thank you very much, brother. I fully agree with you on that. The top super heavies of the modern world era would demolish all the old school ones. Since these clowns have loved triangle theories, member, somebody has become a new member. Man, as soon as somebody became the member, I lost the chat. The chat kind of went up. I need to finish that comment first. Man, where did the comments go? Sorry, brother. I'll have to leave your comment. First, see who is the member. Niagara Slammers, you became a member again. You were a member before also, but thanks again for the support, brother. Thanks very much. Dropped, but it's okay. 100 rupees super chat. Somebody from India. Thank you very much. Barboza beat Krazi. Krazi beat Kordecha. Barboza always loses to Devon. So, right. The man of the moment is now Alan Zolo. He will achieve greater things than his brother. 75 kilos, beast, controlled Yanis Omolins like is nothing. Like he was just looking at Yanis. Yanis tried to hit back and up like he does this way, top roll. And he just looked at him and stopped him like his arm did not move. He, Alan Zolo is a beast. Let's read the super chat first. Honest critic. Devon is a cheater, making up the rules of his match to his strengths and whining like a broken record. I will destroy you, I will destroy you. Cheater. But yeah, I kind of expected Devon to give something to John in the rules. But I understand the stakings part also, you cannot really change, although the rules have been changed before, after the staking has started in the Fatal 4-Way, in the Todd Hutchings versus Corey West match. The rules were changed at the last moment, so it was not something new, but we cannot really say anything. But I expected the rule, the 30-second to straps rule removed from this match. That was sad. Chafee lost in an offensive position in the third and fourth round because he elbow fouled. You're talking about the second round where Devon won because Chafee didn't counter him with a king's move. Hello Pradeep, I was wondering if it's you, the man behind Arm Wrestling Quest Instagram account. No, not brother, not me. When I feel when I feel myself behind in arm wrestling news, you bring me back to track. Adel Essa, thank you very much, brother. Devon can't fight. Period. He's not a fighter. That showed in his boxing, right? I would have to agree. Niagara Slammers again. I just became a member for my second month. Everyone join and become a member to help grow the channel. Thank you very much, brother. Please stop super chatting. No, don't need that much. Jerry Cadret has announced he has had discussions with Igor about a match against Vitaly Lalatin. Okay, that would be interesting, but I think Vitaly would win that match. Hey, where can I watch the King of the Table? I answered that. Devon can't box. I agree. Devon's one discipline. And what a surprise, he never did it. Can't extend his arms, right? Devon is an arm wrestler. That's his identity. Okay. What are you talking about? Devon is a king's move? No. Cadret needs to win versus Chanshaw first. I still wouldn't want to get Devon's bad side in a bar fight, right? Agreed. People is 6'5", 275 pounds. Why would anybody want to do that? People love your voice, that's why they listen. Okay, I'm guessing he's a lot bigger than you, right? Bresnan is in top 8. It is scheduled Prudnik. Jerry doesn't like Brazing. I figured that out much, right? Sure, he never claimed to be a fighter, still wouldn't try to take. Okay, still the Devon talk. Average Joe gets destroyed by him. Agreed. I would not want to fight Devon, even if I'm 100 pounds heavier or 5 inches taller. You should try arm wrestling training blog. That would not be in line with the name of the channel, kind of. Your t-shirt is good. Again, thanks to my mother. Well, yes, if you are not experienced in training, layman would struggle against Devon. Devon does not know how to throw a punch. So, okay, talking about boxing, your shirt is good. Your shirt. Devil Strength, thank you very much for the compliment. Do you think Lachlan versus RVJ would be a close match? No, I think Lachlan would beat RVJ. Maybe if RVJ could do something with his hand that Ryan Bowen was not able to do, but it has to be through his hand. Arm on arm, I don't think RVJ would have anything for Lachlan. I think Devon will beat. Where is the chat? I think Devon will beat John in his game without straps. Desperate Pinocchio. Pinocchio. The Beerman is undefeated, undisputed, and has the largest arms in the world and will smash Tom Nelson. Is Evan Burgoyne in the house? Yeah. Well, nobody expect Devon to beat professional fighters, but if you aren't one, I would try. I wouldn't try my luck with him. Agreed. 100%. Your t-shirt is good again. Thanks very much. Devon versus Gennady. Kaun jeetega? Ullas Singh. Devon versus Gennady. That would be a good match to watch. Cannot really say. Cannot really say. I will be able to answer that after this match on 11th of December if it happens. Your t-shirt is very, 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 very good. Thank you very much again. You're too scared, human. If you won't be okay, you're talking with human. Devon had a chance to fight Thor, and he knew it would garner excitement in the sport and attract many fans. He succeeded in my eyes. Okay, Devil Strength, please stop with my T-shirt. Again, both of you guys, thank you very much for the super chats. Am I still live? The chat has completely stopped. Your new haircut is very fresh, much better than before. Thank you very much. No, okay, okay, I'm still live. I think RVJ would smash Lachlan. Clerks 93. No, I don't think so. Maybe he can top roll. I'm not sure, but hope I would still favor Lachlan in that match for sure. But he can top roll. Maybe he can top roll him. I don't know. Ermes versus Genadi, left hand, maybe. Yes, that is what I have heard from three guys by now. Engin Terzi also said that. Engin said that he talked with Ermes, and Ermes said that it is going to be left handed. So who knows? Looks like it is going to be left handed. His game, Brazing's game, is being very good in the straps. Basically, all the matches go there. So thank you very much, guys, for being there. 98 watching still now, 96. Thank you very much for your support. Cardboard vessel. Sorry, I was not able to read the names of all of you guys. I really apologize for that. The chat was going really fast. Cardboard vessel. Bresnan versus Lupkis. Who would win? That is really difficult. Like Richard Lupkis after 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe Tim Bresnan could beat him. Maybe. Not sure. After 10,000, 2010, I would say Bresnan could beat him. But he gave Cyplenkov a really good fight in a hook, so can't really say. But Bresnan looks so strong. In his prime, Lupkis would have beaten Bresnan easily, in my opinion. Zok versus Tenov. Oleg Zok versus Artem Tenov. Artem Tenov is 90 kilos, Oleg Zok 80 kilos. I haven't seen his left handed match, Artem's left handed match. I haven't seen it. I've seen him right handed. He beat Sasha Andreev, right? In 90 kilos. No, left-handed he beat Sasha Andreev. Yeah. So top roll. He's a top roller, Artem Tenov. And Oleg Zok is also a kind of high hook top roller. Man, it could be a really great match. Really great. If Oleg gets any kind of cup, maybe, but would have to go with Tenov for now. Really difficult question. I know I have said that Sasha Andreev would beat Zoloev right now, and Tenov beat Sasha Andreev. So maybe you guys are relating that, Clerks 93. But so, really difficult question. Devon should act with more decorum and dignity. When talking about John, honest cricket, honest cricket matches are going on. So that is why. Clerks 93. Lupkis beat Bresnan when they faced. Didn't he? I have never seen a Richard Lupkis versus Tim Bresnan match. Not Mighty Mousy. Arm wrestling needs a KO rule for arms that are prone, trying to survive by abusing joint strength, using the pad as a fulcrum. You're talking like this is a pad, and using your elbow like this. Agreed, but by abusing joint strength, like what Daniel Prokopchuk also does. This sitting here when other guy is top rolling you. This is also joint strength when your wrist is completely bent back. So joint strength, I do not agree. But the pad comment, I would have to agree. Plus 93 arm wars. Arm wars, Tim Bresnan. Okay, when he was trying to slip and he controlled him. Yes, maybe I do think I remember that match now. I do think I remember. I think Lupkis beat him 6-0. Is that something you said? If that is the match that I'm thinking, he beat Ryan SP 6-0. And if it was against Tim Bresnan, then he might have beaten him also 6-0. Lupkis beat him 6-0. Right. Now I kind of remember that match. So what year was that? After 2010? So Lupkis was still strong enough to beat him. Great. Because Tim Bresnan was always going to get in his power. This is what now I can see when I'm trying to remember that match. He goes in that power. That is why I got reminded of the Cyplenkov match, because when Cyplenkov was in Lapke's power, he really struggled. And Tim Bresnan, the way he arm wrestles, he's also going to get in his power. It was Arm Wars 2011, right? Disappointed for Ermes versus Gennady lefty, but expected. Ermes will now be fresh for the after pulling right versus Devon or John, so fanboys can claim some more victories. Lapkis beat him 6-0. Who wins, Cody Merritt or Devon Larratt? Right now, I would say Cody Merritt would beat Devon Larratt, because Devon is not really training with weights, just with arm wrestling.